Hello and welcome to Awaz News. I'm Kubra Ali and I'll be taking you through big news across Canada.
Driver fatally struck on Highway 400 after exiting broken-down vehicle, police say. Police identify stabbing victim found near Finch Station. Nearly 35,000 defrauded from Vaughan Legion by former branch president, Treasurer Police. Police launch hate crime investigation after unprovoked assault in downtown Toronto. Peel police share call where someone misused 911 to complain about their Tim Hortons order. Durham College's Whitby campus on lockdown after man stabbed. Montreal man visited Toronto Zoo, Canada's wonderland, during killing spree, coroner's inquest hears.
Those were the headlines, and let's jump right into the details.
Ontario Provincial Police say a pedestrian who stepped out of his car on Highway 400 near Barrie this morning was struck and killed by a passing vehicle. The incident, which occurred shortly before 8:30 a.m., happened in the southbound lanes of the highway near Innisfil Beach Road. In a video posted on social media, OPP Sergeant Kerry Schmidt confirmed that the victim got out of his vehicle after it had broken down on roadway. It is a construction zone. There is really no shoulders to speak of in that area, he said. As the driver was exiting the vehicle, my understanding is they were struck by a passing vehicle. The driver who was killed was identified by investigators as a 63-year-old man from Barrie. A passenger in the vehicle that had broken down was uninjured, according to police. The OPP's collision reconstruction unit was on scene and a section of highway was closed for several hours for the police investigation, but all lanes reopened at around 2 p.m. Police are asking anyone with dash camera footage of the area at the time to contact investigators. Toronto police have now identified the 23-year-old man fatally stabbed near Finch Station Sunday. In a news release issued Monday, police said they were called to the area of Yonge Street and Hendon Avenue shortly before 10 p.m. Officers said a man was stabbed and was found laying in the southbound curb lane on Yonge Street in that area. The victim was rushed to the hospital where he succumbed to his injuries, police said. Officers identified the victim as Joyce Magdrilla of Toronto. The investigation is ongoing and Toronto Police Homicide Unit asked witnesses and those with dashcam footage to come forward. Magdrilla's death was one of the several violent incidents over the weekend. 2 unidentified male victims were also fatally shot late Saturday night in separate incidents. One of the deceased was found in the area of Mount Olive and Kipling Avenue, while the other was located less than a 10-minute drive away near Martin Grove Road and Finch Avenue West. A coroner's inquest heard Monday that a man killed 2 people at random in Montreal in August 2022, then traveled to Ontario to visit the Toronto Zoo and Canada's Wonderland before returning to Quebec to murder again. Police identified Abdullah Sheikh, 26, from video at the Ontario amusement parks, and receipts from the venues were found in his car, Provincial Police Investigator Alexandra Karen Vadibon-Kaur told the inquest. Sheikh killed 3 people in Montreal area at random within a 24-hour period before police tracked him down and shot him dead, the inquest heard Monday. Campbell said in her opening statement that hearings will shed light on the deaths and produce recommendations to help prevent similar murders from occurring. Karen testified that there were no links between Sheikh's victims. She said that according to witnesses and video footage, a white Dodge Challenger was in the vicinity of where all 3 people were killed. Sheikh, who had a history of mental health problems, had no criminal record despite some brushes with the law. Karen said he was diagnosed with schizophrenia around 2017 or 2018 and was not taking his medication as prescribed, 1 injection every 3 months. She did not say what medication he had been taking. In the lead up to the killings, Sheikh had been living alone in a Montreal apartment but did not have any friends. Karen said he was close to his mother, who had been texting him on messaging application WhatsApp around the time of the murders. Karen said police recovered 2 weapons linked to Sheikh. One was on suspect and another in the Dodge Challenger, which had been parked near the motel. She said the suspect had rented the Dodge using a car-sharing application called Turo. Camel told the inquiry that a presentation on weapons would be heard later. Early this month, the province's prosecutor's office said no charges would be laid in connection with Sheikh's death. Police have launched a hate crime investigation after an unprovoked assault in downtown Toronto last week. It happened near Dundas and Chestnut Streets at around 5:50 a.m. on September 22nd. Police said that the suspect approached a group of people and began yelling obscenities about religion. It is alleged that the suspect then continued to accost the group of people, at one point demanding to know their religion. He then struck one of the individuals in the face multiple times before fleeing the scene on foot, police say. In a news release issued on Monday, police said that the investigation into the incident is now being treated as suspected hate-motivated offense, follow consultation with the Toronto Police Hate Crime Unit. When suspected hate-motivated offenses are reported to police, the investigation will be led by a divisional investigator. The hate crime unit will be made aware, and specialized officers from that unit will support the investigation as needed, the release notes. Police have released several surveillance camera images of a suspect in the case. He is described as approximately 5'10" with medium-length curly black hair. He was last seen wearing an oversized beige American Eagle hooded sweater and light green shorts over a pair of pants. The former president and treasurer of Royal Canadian Legion North of Toronto have been charged with defrauding the branch of nearly $35,000, police say. York Regional Police issued a news release on Monday saying they began an investigation in January 2022 following a tip they received about a branch of the non-profit Canadian Veterans Organization in Vaughan, Ontario. According to police, the information they received alleged that the Legion branch's former president had written checks to herself using money from the Legion's account and used the money for the personal use. The investigation uncovered that between 2017 and 2019, former president Giuseppina Fideli wrote herself 34 checks and made 7 e-transfers to her own personal account. Investigators said in total, Fideli defrauded the Legion of more than $33,518. The branch's former treasurer, Nicola Pinto, participated in alleged fraud by signing 24 of the checks, police said. Fideli, 56, and Pinto, 61, both from Vaughan, Ontario, have been charged with fraud over $5,000 and possession of property obtained by crime over $5,000. Awaz News has reached out to the Royal Canadian Legion for comment on the charges but has not yet received a response. York Regional Police said the investigation is ongoing. Durham College's Whitby campus is currently under lockdown after a man was stabbed late Monday afternoon. The college is located at 1690 Champlain Avenue, just north of Highway 401 and east of Thixton Road South. In a tweet, Durham College said that while there is no risk to the campus community, classes have been cancelled this evening. Durham Regional Police have not identified the exact location of the stabbing. They did say that the victim's injuries are non-life-threatening. Durham Regional Police are urging drivers in the area to take alternate routes. Peel Police are reminding residents when to call their emergency line after someone called police over a Tim Hortons order. On Monday afternoon, police shared an audio recording of the 911 call to social media. In the audio, after the operator asked the caller what the emergency is, the caller asked for police. The individual can be heard talking about the coffee chain. So basically, I bought an iced cap from Tim Hortons, they said. The operator interjected, asking if it is a life or death emergency that they are in. No, it's like, I bought one but they are not giving me a replacement, the caller said. After the dispatcher replied that they would give them the non-emergency phone number, the caller said, I think I am good. This is not one-off incident, but rather a daily occurrence and multiple times per day, unfortunately, Constable Tyler Bell Marina told Awaz News in an emailed statement, adding this particular call is from a couple of months ago. The caller, for whatever reason, dialed 911 due to their issue with the iced cap. There was no other issue reported. Police acknowledged on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, that while coffee mishaps are brutal, they do not constitute an emergency call, nor were nearly 125,000 misuse calls and 180,000 hang-ups last year, the tweet reads. Peel Police reminds residents 911 is to be used for life-threatening emergencies or crimes in progress like assault, gunshots, or medical emergencies. Residents can call the non-emergency line for noise complaints, ongoing crime issues, reporting a crime that has no suspect, or a crime that occurred from the night before. The reminder comes a few weeks after Peel Police said non-emergency calls are overwhelming their 911 service. According to police, last year, their emergency call center received nearly 645,000 calls. However, about 40% were either accidental or non-emergency calls.
Hello everyone, you're watching Awaz News. I'm Kubra Ali and I'll be taking you through big news across Canada.